Welcome, everybody, to Art and Tales. This is your host, Maria. And if I sound weird for some reason, just so you know, I've been having mic issues. And yesterday, my cable decided to break, like literally break. And it's gone. So we are here and we are in StreamYard again. We are not doing this on Kick because I do not pay for StreamYard. I just have the free edition. And I do it because I like my friends and because I appreciate them and I make sacrifices. And for that, and I'm going to show you who my friend is. My friend today is the Dreaming Tabitha. She is the one who got me back into StreamYard because she says, hey, you know what? Are you busy this Thursday? And I'm like, no. It's like, yeah, can I be on your show? I'm like, you know, I fought with StreamYard, right? It's like, oh yeah. Like,
aren't we all fighting with StreamYard?
We are fighting with
StreamYard. Special.
Ain't special.
Yeah.
So yes, we have Dreaming Tabitha tonight with us. She's going to be doing, I don't know what she's going to be doing because this is a liberal arts, you know, freestyle. This is do what you want, however you want.
That's what I should say for my art channel, so you can get off my back. I'll just be like, I do whatever I want, whether I do art or whether I don't do art. It's freestyle. It's freestyle.
Hey, no. You can do whatever art you want. Let me just.
What if it's the art of conversation?
That is not art, according to you.
It is according to you. So get off my back.
Fair enough. Okay. Fine.
I'm using your own definitions against you, as any true friend would.
As any true friend would do. Excellent. We'll see what we have tonight. We have Dunadan. Hey, Maria. Hey, Tab. And I have to say, Dunadan has been with me in the chat since I began streaming. And I began streaming 20
a billion years ago.
2020 or 2021, if I'm not mistaken. It was around the time that we met. So it was almost 5 years ago. And Dunadan has been there. And he is the proud owner of Aragon, Son of Arathon, one of my best works. You know? And we have Nicole. Hello, Nicole. Hey, Maria. Hello, chat. We nerded out last year when she invited me to her book stream. And she said, oh, yeah, it's about half an hour, 45 minutes tops. We went over, I think, 2 hours because we totally nerded out on
how could you
classics.
Not?
I was going to Boston, and she said, oh my gosh, you can go visit Louisa May Alcott's house, and then you could go visit, which I did, and then you can go visit the House of Seven Gables, Nathaniel Hawthorne, which I did. It was amazing. It was an amazing trip, and it was an amazing stream. And we got fantastic, sarcastic. Why is she here?
Because I was invited. I don't remember you being invited. Fantastic.
Ouch. Oh, man. Sports are fun.
Well, to be fair, though, if you subscribe and hit the bell icon, you technically are always invited. So, you know.
It's true. It's true. You know, and I was just thinking of you, and then your live stream popped up. The timing.
Perfect.
I know.
Perfect.
And it was like, oh, it's been awesome. You opened my eyes to a new world of stories. Yes, that was when this channel was only and specifically dedicated to just the tales, to unlocking lore.
Now it's just art, no tales.
Hey, I told the tale last time.
Because of whom? That's right. Wow. It's like I have to constantly remind you and Danny the reason why you guys are so successful. It's not because your sparkling personality, your talented artwork, or anything like that. No, at all.
Okay, sarcastic is like, I'm not invited because I'm ugly, but at least I'm not mean. Oh, man.
I don't know. I think by definition, a troll has some meanness to them, right?
Yikes.
Right.
Anyway, I ain't going to get into that. I was going to start off with this, but you know what? I'm going to start off. I'm going to warm up my my hands with my own art challenge before I get into the other art challenge. So I have been doing. Oh, where's my blue pencil? There it is.
Ooh,
Doing.
a blue pencil.
Oh, I know, isn't it sick? It's so sick.
It's wonderful.
Um, so this is my sketchbook, which technically a sketchbook is a
Ooh.
playground of, and I've been actually using it as a more than a playground. I've been using it as an art portfolio, and that's not what it should be. But that's because if you look on the internet and you see all these like videos of these artists, it's like, oh yeah, this is my sketchbook, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, this is like so amazing. It's like so good, right? And I was like, I want to do that, but actually, I'm not as good in that sense of them yet. Oh, this is what we did.
Yes.
And this is my homework because you said, okay, now draw the same thing. I was drawing this, draw the same thing here. And I did.
She did.
A little less. She said, make it less like rougher, flowy. I'm like, okay. And this is our work. What we did.
Transformed a coffee cup into a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. See?
No, it was a great practice session. It was awesome.
So Maria has her own book. Yes, I do have my own book. I finally have my own book.
It's finally come to pass. Hey, everybody's sketchbook though really is a portfolio. I mean, maybe it's not a professional portfolio, but it's a portfolio of your journey, of your artwork. And a lot of times in a sketchbook, some of your greatest pieces will be there because you're less inclined to think of it as a portfolio. So there's like the subconsciously there's less pressure to perform better, if you will. So you're free and loose. You're more willing to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And ironically, in willing to make more mistakes, you make fewer mistakes, in my experience and opinion, because again, that lack of pressure to perform to a certain expectation isn't there.
Yeah, it's true. And this is also a good exercise for me in a sense that this is my place where I can draw ugly and then find out where my stuff is, where my problems are, and then work on those. So this is my journey. I haven't been so constant, but I have been trying. So this is my week challenge. I'm going to do it a 10-day challenge so that I can give myself some leeway because I can't pressure myself as well. If it's like, oh my gosh, it's 9:30 p.m. I haven't been able to draw arms or I haven't been able to draw. I'm like, no, you know what? Today I'm not feeling it. Forget it. I'm not drawing. I'm just going to leave it be. So it's just like day one. So I'm on a journey to draw anatomically correct people, like drawings, so that I can bend the rules. Once I know the rules, I can bend them and break them.
And become more stylized.
And more stylized. So
yeah. Maria's on a journey to define her style.
Yes. So I have been looking into it. I'm more of a realistic person. So this has been my the drawings of the different poses of arms, and I have been learning about the different types of muscles that you work and how they bend and how they move in the and now you can see the difference between the blue pencil here.
Yes. You know what? I honestly too, maybe just because I love colors and everything, doesn't it just kind of fill you with joy and make you feel like you're really on a professional hunt here when you're using like the blue pencil and then you transition over to regular pencil? And I don't know, there's something about it that just makes it look more professional.
Yeah, it does. Now this one here, for example, I understood that this one was way too long and you can't, well, I can probably see some of a difference between this is supposed to be the front of the arm and this is supposed to be the back of the arm, but I did it wrongly, so I can work on that one.
How could you?
I know I have to do better, but still, it's my sketchbook. And
exactly.
Larry's here.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry. I gotta say it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I'll calm down.
So, yeah, but I did want to show you this, Tabitha. I got this. So I'm going to pull this back so that I hope you can see it. There it is. So I have a beautiful book that I got from a person who purchased from my Amazon wish list. It's called Painting Fantasy with Gouache.
That already
Tutorials.
just sounds amazing.
I know, isn't it great? So it gives
Ooh,
you.
that's
I
pretty.
know. Ain't it pretty?
I was already like, I want to do that, but I don't want to do that. I want
So
to do
wait. So it
trees,
gives
man.
you. So it gives you exercises of still life, and it
Mm.
shows you. Oh, look at that. This is all gouache.
That's
And
amazing.
you know what this shows us. This is like video game
Yeah.
settings.
Yeah.
I would love to work on a video game set. It's like everyone knows I'm no gamer. I like my video games, by the way. Yesterday,
Aspiring gamer.
yeah,
That's what I say about myself.
okay, aspiring gamer.
Aspiring.
So, but more than play them, I would love to like work on them like this, you know?
Yeah.
So
100%.
it shows you. So actually, like gouache is very, I call it temperamental and moody.
Say it ain't so.
So it shows you step by step on how to do this, no tutorials and things like that. So I'm really excited to.
Do you
really
know who does
this.
gouache?
Who?
Mo Zamboni.
Oh, really, Mo?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know who else? Yes, go ahead.
Oh,
now
my experience with Mo using gouache was abysmal. And he can testify to that. But that was because we were following. I haven't actually released this video yet. I probably should do that, maybe to my members. But I challenged Mo and Eric, the artist, to do a Bob Ross tutorial digitally in real time. Like we had to follow a tutorial.
Oh, yes. I think I remember this.
Okay. So then Mo was like, I got to justify myself. Give me some gouache. And I'll prove that I am talented. I'm skilled. I could get the job done. So we did it. And I never released the gouache cut. So I might need to do that. But he says he's good at it. So maybe you should reach out to him and he could give you some pointers or something like that. Apparently he's been using it for a while, but it was there. You know what? You realize how much skill you lack when you follow a Bob Ross tutorial.
Oh boy.
It doesn't even matter.
Wow, that's crazy. I remember that you released a video of them doing a Bob Ross tutorial in digital. And it didn't really work out very well for many of them.
No. It was terrible. It was legitimately all of the artists were like dead inside because you have skilled people who literally do this for a living. They're professionals. Like Mo is a graphic designer and Eric is a professional comic book artist.
What does it's like what happened to the talent? Where?
Yeah. And they look at and the funniest thing too is Eric downloaded a specific Bob Ross color scheme for his program, supposed to be using all the colors that Bob listed on the TV. And it didn't look anything like, as far as the colors go, it didn't look anything like Bob's. So you guys should check out the video. It was super hilarious. It was a lot of fun. You guys should check it out. It was good.
Excellent. And then we have, Logical Spark is in there. Hi there, ladies. And we're 15 minutes in and no drawing. This is what happens when you have
lies. I'm drawing.
Her bad habits wear off.
Hey. I'm just saying. This is the liberal arts, okay? We're having the art of conversation, according to Maria.
Yeah, this is liberal arts, but you have to have you have to have art.
So suddenly changing the rules now, are we? I see.
Well, fine arts.
So what I do is in fine art. I see.
No, fine arts. Fine arts is drawing, painting, sculpting. Anything visual is called the fine arts. Then you have arts in a more general sense. You have musical arts, and you have dance. It's and Logical Spurt says you can actually go see Muncie, Indiana, and you go see where Bob painted and his studio. Oh wow.
Oh, I'll one up you. 30 minutes from where I live is where Bob is buried and laid to rest. I
Whoa!
haven't gone to the
Wait,
holy ground
what?
yet. I haven't gone there
This
yet to
is
pay my
terrible.
respects, but I need to. I need to.
If you do, tell me if there are like paintings and canvases there.
I probably would make a little video out of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let everybody come on the experience of Bob with me.
And
He
then it's the real Steven TV is in there. Hey, Maria. Wait. Is that Tabitha I see? The one and only.
I know, I had to invite myself back on the Maria's channel because she never invites me anymore,
I said
so
that I fought with StreamYard, and I'm
Mm.
only here because you wanted me to go back and you wanted to be on the show.
I did. I didn't realize it would be such a burden to you though. So, I can't, it's not my fault.
What, Maria just listed off everything I'm not good at. What did I do? Oh, right.
Oh, like dancing, singing,
Dance, sing, like
existing.
I didn't say that.
Oh, that's what I heard. Sorry.
I did not say that. And it says, I figure how to draw a circle when I'm drawing a head. I have to do it in reverse from how I've drawn for them for years. Oh,
Well,
that's good. Yeah.
that makes sense. It's kind of like, honestly, like tying a bow. I have discovered that when you tie a bow in reverse, mirrored from what
Oh,
you
wow.
traditionally do, it turns out better.
Oh, wow. I figured out how to draw circles better when I'm, oh, this is the same one. Oh, but I have to do it in reverse now. I've drawn it for years. Okay. What was the difference? I don't know. Okay, existing. I didn't say it. I did not say it. I am not guilty of that conversation. No way.
You're guilty by association. Sorry, Maria. It's just how it works. It's how the internet works.
Okay, so the muscle here, by the way, if anybody wants to draw somewhat, because according to Smooth, it doesn't really apply, but hey, you know what? This is the best that I can do. Somewhat anatomically correct muscles. There is a website called Pose Maniac, which is what I use right at the time being, which gives you the poses, but with muscles. It's all muscles. It's all muscles, baby.
Why does Smooth says it doesn't matter? What does he say?
Yeah, no, he says that the last time that we were on Tuesday, I mentioned Pose Maniac.
Yes.
And he said, "Oh yeah, this is really good." He said, "I don't want to burst your bubble, but this really doesn't look very correct, like anatomically." And I'm like, "Oh, well,
yeah. When I
doesn't matter
looked at
for me right now."
the figure of the day, it was,
A little bit off.
yeah, a little bit exaggerated, but still, because that's what a lot of people do though too when you're doing these kinds of things. But it was slightly exaggerated, but it still looked pretty true to form, right? But it looked like a singer, dancer person, kind of a flirtatious position that a famous person might find themselves in on stage or something like that.
Okay, fair.
But it's I don't know,
Oh,
it looked pretty exaggerated in its accuracy, if that makes sense.
yeah, it's true. So I don't use the pose of the day. It's a good idea because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, the pose of the day, and you challenge yourself even though you don't like, you find it, and you can change the position, you can change the view of it. So if you don't like one view, you can go for another, and that's just fine. You're still
Right.
drawing the same pose. But I go for, since I'm working only on arms, I don't even know what day it is because sometimes I did two. So this is day 1,
It's Thursday.
day 2, day 3, day 3, day 4. So this would be day 5. So I'm on day 5 of my art challenge. And Fantastic says, bye, chat. Bye, Maria. And only those people.
Oh, come on, Fantastic. Come on. Let's see.
So what are you doing?
I am attempting to draw He-Man, Master of
the universe.
I need to do it because I want to release a video, but also I have to include some stuff that my subscribers and my patrons they get like members only polls and subscriber
Yeah,
polls and all this
yeah.
stuff. So the subscribers, um, I think I just said, well, I knew I wanted to do He-Man, but I asked them if I drew him in chibi style, what should he be doing? And the options were wielding his sword heroically, or eating a cake, just standing dramatically, or playing with a cute animal. I'm surprised that out of 65 votes, second place was eating a cake.
And what's the first one?
Wielding his sword
Oh,
heroically.
okay. I'm like,
So
okay.
boring. So boring.
I
But
know.
my members got to choose what kind of like expression or attitude, kind of like what he's doing. And a majority of them wanted him laughing or being mischievous. After that, it would have been angry and determined. But my patrons, I asked them if they, what little element I wanted to include. And it was between a miniature castle Grayskull or a snack or a beverage. So surprisingly, snack and beverage won out against mini castle Grayskull.
What? Oh my god.
So somehow I have to include a
Good luck.
beverage or a snack. I know.
Wow.
In my art piece. So that's what we're figuring out today. Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, Patreon.
Thanks, dreamers. Yeah. I know like next to nothing. Now, what's cool, I think Larry got me this book is, I'm a chibi gal. And
Nice.
so I use the internet often and a lot for references, as we all do, but I saw that there was like, I tend to find these specific chibis, whenever I'm looking for through my resources, like whoever this guy is, because it's all in like, I don't know, Chinese,
Japanese. That's Japanese. Oh,
Japanese.
Okay. Let me see. That is oh god, it's katakana. Katakana for me is really difficult.
Okay, so you don't know what it says. That's fine.
Supa. Supa. It says supa. Super. That's super. Supa.
Oh, okay. All right.
Get
super
get
gay? What?
No, not gay.
Oh, okay.
I said supa. Okay, I'd have to check. The last one is kanji, so I don't know what that is.
But what's really cool is that it not only has like regular chibis, but it also has some like lady chibis and some dude chibis. Like we're talking some
chibis.
diddly dudes, right?
That's
like
really sick. That I love that.
And it's just nice because there's something about having a book. I mean, it's great to have it on the screen, of course, because it's right in front of you. But it is nice to be able to, because I can't find all the references online. Unfortunately, I can't read all the instructions. But like, what happens if I wanted to do He-Man doing the splits? Now I have it.
Beautiful.
So
I'm just looking at this book
this is pretty cool. So, but Maria, do you want to know how old this book is?
No.
Yes. This is an ancient relic of the past, and included within is an ancient relic of the past,
which is a DVD.
CD.
Stop! Stop! Wow! Like now I want that book.
How precious is this book? I'm like, yes. Back in the day, we would get the book, and then we would get a tutorial to have on our computer.
So
I can't do anything with the CD because computers aren't made with the disc tray anymore.
I got a DVD player.
This says CD-ROM. It's not. See, it's even older than you think, Maria. Wow. It's not a DVD. It is a CD.
Wow.
Yeah. So even though I can't use it, it's in amazing condition, and it makes me so freaking happy.
Thank you, Larry.
Shout out
to Larry.
Oh, so good.
And both Dunedin says his sword is cool. It says sword wielding is awesome. He-Man eating cake or playing with a furry creature, something different.
We like to do different over on my channel when we do actually do art,
which is early.
I don't care what Maria says. Hey, hey, I get the job done. Okay, it might take me 3 streams, but get the
So
job
here's a
done.
question, and feel free to answer however you'd like. Are you
Okay.
excited for the upcoming He-Man movie?
I would use the word curious. I don't really know. I had to do research because I'm making a video for my channel about He-Man. I don't know squat. Well, I until I did my research, I didn't know diddly squat about He-Man because I wasn't allowed to watch He-Man growing up.
Mm,
So like I literally beside He-Man, I thought Grayskull was the bad guy. And I thought Castle Grayskull was where the bad guy lived.
whereas
So
as opposed to where he lives, and
so this shows you how much I do. My the puzzles of the puzzle to me were falling into place because Skeletor and Castle Grayskull, well, that just seemed the likeliest scenario, but it's not. But and I've heard of She-Ra and stuff like that. I'm not even
mm,
sure how she fits into everything because again, I was not allowed to watch this. So as a normie, watching the trailer, I found it entertaining and I'm curious about it, but it's giving too
mhm.
much Guardians of the Galaxy for me.
Okay,
I
fair enough.
think that
Yeah,
this is and the color scheme and everything, it's so current. Does that make sense? Like
yeah.
it just looks like another movie that we've already seen, but featuring characters that we haven't seen in a long time, or in my situation, have never seen before. And it seems like there's a slight goofiness to it.
Mm,
This to me seems like, from what I've done in the research, this seems like this would have been the perfect movie to make more in a Pirates of the Caribbean kind of style where you can have your silly moments, but it was a lot more serious
mm,
of an adventure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not there's a big difference between, like I said, like that Guardians of the Galaxy style versus the maybe darker, more realistic style of Pirates of the Caribbean when
mm,
it comes to the color choices and the clothing and the
mm,
attitude and stuff like that. We all know that trailers can be misleading, but
mm.
I don't know, there's just something about it, and I will say I have to agree with some of the people that I've watched trailer reactions for when he does finally grab the sword, which, by the way, they shouldn't have revealed that in the trailer. Stop revealing everything in the trailers. But that most anticipated moment when he grabs the sword and says, "I have the power," it's lacking some masculinity. It's lacking some authority when
Mm.
he says, "I have the power." Like I feel like I could do a better job if I tried than this young gentleman who looks very good for the part, I think, but it just I don't know. In my
Mm.
humble of opinion, we need to wait and see what it looks like when it comes out, but it just looks like it was a missed opportunity to be something a little more serious.
Okay. Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, everybody's
But I don't
entitled
know
to
anything
their own
about
opinion.
He-Man. So
Okay. Well, I remember watching He-Man. I just don't remember the lore of it. But
okay.
I do remember watching He-Man when I was a kid. It was a little bit before my time, but I did catch on He-Man, She-Ra, Thundercats,
Mm.
um, on all that. So before I get into it, I we have another person in the chat. Memes of destruction. Speaking of superheroes,
In word form.
so yes, so yes, I'm at the point where I want to see only one teaser or trailer, and that's it. I want surprises.
Yeah, we don't get to taste and see, right?
Yeah,
Like I know that's a Bible verse, but it's like, oh, taste and see, right?
yeah.
And that's supposed to be what teaser trailers and trailers are. Don't reveal the
Mm,
whole, like we've been saying this for like what, the past 5, 6 years. Like, stop giving us the whole movie in the trailer.
yeah,
The whole
it's true.
point is to get us to want to see more in the theater, not on YouTube.
Tis true.
Here,
Tis
here.
very true. So it says, yeah, when it's like when he says, "I have the power,"
I see,
with
even
your
Maria
permission,
did a
of
better
course.
job.
With your permission, of course. So,
Yeah, it's a little too young. Does that make
mm.
sense? Like when he
So
said, have you
yes,
seen the trailer, Maria?
yes, I have. I have seen the trailer. I unfortunately I've been having it's been heartbreaking to watch movies recently,
Yeah.
especially movies that have been part of our childhood,
Mhm.
and to see them being, I'm sorry to say this, and this is, remember, this is my personal opinion, but to see them watered down,
Mm.
it was just heartbreaking. So, I did see the trailer, and like you said, like He-Man in the lore, um, he he's a full-grown man, from
Oh,
what I
okay.
can tell. From what I can tell, he's the heir, right? He's Prince
Mhm.
Adam, but he's still the heir. But you had the sensation that he was a full-grown man.
Like, he'd
So
seen things, he'd been there, he'd
yes,
done that. Yeah.
and Shira. Oh man, I wanted to be Shira. She was my hero. Like I, every girl wanted to be Shira and Chitara. And you didn't feel like that woman could kick butt. She had the she had authority. She asserted herself, but at the same time, you didn't feel like she was, she didn't need to put down other people in order to be a strong woman. Let's put it that way.
Okay, was she kinda like a
So
what's it called? A Princess Leia kind of figure where she
yes, but Princess Leia was more of a rebel. Um,
okay.
Shira was, she had a more regal
Mm,
stance. Princess Leia did not, even though she was a
mhm.
princess, but she was more of a rebel than she had royalty,
Oh, yeah, I get you. I get
right?
you.
And that's
Mhm.
a good thing. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
different
yeah,
things.
right.
She had a different job to do.
Yeah,
Whereas,
yeah.
but Shira, you felt the like regal person. Royalty was there.
Okay, okay.
So,
Nice,
um,
okay.
let me catch up on the chat here. It says, "Did either of you watch Voltron as a kid? Henry Cavill is going to star in the live action adaptation." I didn't think, no,
Mhm.
that one, it didn't air in Canada, at least in the TV that I was watching, so I haven't seen it.
I
So,
have, I know nothing about Voltron,
so
except that pieces come together to make him or something like that.
I don't see. I don't remember. If Netflix
Yeah.
gets what they want, they won't. We won't be watching anything in theaters anymore. Well, true. I mean, that's their whole point, right? So, and yes, I loved He-Man and She-Ra as a kid. So, He-Man trailer was all right. Seemed to keep to the lore. Um, I would have liked some more oomph to it. Sure. Like we said, I feel like Hollywood is scared to give us a strong male character
Yeah.
without watering it down.
Like, this
Um,
could have been like an OG Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rambo style, water that down for families, but if basically in what I'm understanding for He-Man, if you would take, like, the Predator movie and make it PG-13, that was what I was anticipating for He-Man. Because when
mhm,
you have a name like He-Man,
mhm.
master of the universe, I
Yeah,
have the power, like,
yeah,
I
for
don't know,
sure.
and you've got the physique of
Yeah.
Mr. Universe. I'm anticipating
Mm,
some hardcore, war-torn, kick butt man.
yes, that's for
And it
sure.
seems like every kick butt man these days that they put in front of cinema
Hmm.
is humorous, right? There's almost, like, no
Yeah,
more serious ones. Like, as much as I love Tony Stark, he's snarky and
yeah,
arrogant. Um, Maybe the closest thing that we got to was, like, original Thor before they started getting to Love and Thunder and stuff like that.
true.
I feel like maybe Thor could have been that kind of style, maybe a little bit more for He-Man, but a little grittier. Even Captain America, He Captain America, as much as everybody loves, Chris Evans' portrayal of Captain America, very masculine, whatever, he still kind of has a soft spot, right? Which is
Yeah.
why he's lovely and endearing. So I kind of feel like He-Man would have been more of like a mix between, like I said, Arnold Schwarzenegger's not it's not Rambo is Sylvester Stallone, am I not?
Sylvester
Yeah.
Stallone. Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I'm thinking of the Predator. I don't know. I guess because, well, so that, for example, Sylvester Stallone and Rambo and Schwarzenegger and Predator, these are like top tier uber masculine movies, right? They're almost
Mhm.
like ridiculously masculine.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
That's what I was expecting for He-Man, just maybe on a more family friendly level, right? You
Mhm.
don't have to have blood, guts, and gore everywhere. But if you had a battle hardened, take no
Mhm.
prisoners kind of guy, that's kind of what I was anticipating
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah,
with
I get
this.
it.
So
So
I'm a
disclaimer,
little, you know,
disclaimer, everybody, just remember that these are our opinions. If you disagree with them,
you suck.
in other words, yeah,
No,
basically. Okay.
okay.
You just kind of you anticipated me. I couldn't get to it. Anyway, so and I get what you mean, and I'm really happy for the people who will enjoy it. I do hope they do enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh,
Everybody wants to have,
100%.
you know what? I don't want movies to I genuinely don't want movies to fail. I don't, because there's so many
Mhm,
people behind them. You have production, you have costume designs, you have makeup crew,
mhm,
you have the camera crews, mic crews, even the people who like drive the trucks to and
mhm.
fro. There are so many people behind making a full-on production, and they just want to get their job done. That I genuinely don't want things to
Yeah,
fail.
yeah.
Um, so I do hope that at least like it's we get some of what we want, and just
Yeah.
an enjoyable movie, you know.
Mo said it really well the other day that, yeah, I don't want movies to fail. He's like, I'm not going to be, he said black pilled specifically, um,
Hmm.
that into wanting movies to fail. He's like,
No.
I want the complete opposite. I
Yeah.
want movies to start being good again. I
Yeah.
want to be pleasantly surprised from here on out, basically, at the turnaround that Hollywood has made.
Yeah.
Um, and give the people what they want, stop ruining childhood IPs. I do understand. See, I think this is also a conundrum that Hollywood has found themselves in too, is that you're also, so people like Mo who grew up with She-Ra and all these and He-Man and Thundercats, and they have a deep love for them, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Of course, for having, I don't know, how old is that cartoon? 30 some years old,
No.
whatever.
Almost 40. Yeah.
40.
Almost
So
40. Yeah.
right, I forget that Mo's, like, ancient. So, the fact that you've basically, you remember that line in Return of the King with that nasty, ugly orc, and he's like, "The time of man is over. The time of the
Yes.
orc is here." Right?
Yes.
So, I kind of wonder if Hollywood's in this place where they're trying to cater to younger audiences
Yeah.
because the older audiences, we old people, we've had our time. We had our time to enjoy He-Man. It's time for new He-Man. It's time for
Mm.
new Marvel. It's time for new. Like we had our moments. It's gone,
Mhm.
kind of thing. Um and so they have to try to appeal to the newer generation, and in doing so, actually what's fascinating, I watched a podcast with this, and I also saw a snippet of a podcast from a woman, and then I saw a snippet of a podcast from, I think it was Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. I could be mistaken. Um, Basically, they were exposing the fact that one reason why movies suck today is
Mhm.
because of the attention span of the audience.
That's also
Be
true.
because of the fact that we are in a constant state of either entertainment or distraction because of screen time. Because how many people do you know watch TV without also being on their phone or on being on their iPad anymore? Most
Oh,
people are
no.
multitasking.
Yeah.
And so they figured that they need to, you'll notice if you actually start paying attention to movies, and I've started doing this too, because I'm guilty. I'll play a game while I'm watching TV, but I started intentionally not being on
Mhm.
my phone while I watch TV. And when you watch the newer stuff of today, for example, the last season of Stranger Things,
Mhm, mhm.
people were saying like they're repeating the dialogue, they're giving away the story, things.
Oh, no.
They also included this in their conversation where they said they have to repeat the plot of the show multiple times and they have to simplify the
Oh,
plot. There can
because
be really no depth to any story anymore because people's attention spans are limited. And so that is one
crazy.
reason why Hollywood is in the way that it is because we, the people, have become so distracted that we're not interested in deep movies anymore.
No
Like
wonder.
the fact that
Okay.
people can sit down and watch Lord of the Rings and then be on their phone while Lord of the Rings is happening is a crime against humanity.
It
But it
is.
showcases that people are just they're not really as invested in deep lore and in slow pacing or
Mhm.
what we used to call normal pacing, building up the story, right?
Yep.
You have to build the story quickly because we're in this TikTok era. That would they were also I heard a couple of people saying this about the newest Superman movie that this was made for younger audience because it looked almost like it had been
On TikTok.
um, yes, produced and edited like a TikTok film because they're trying to
Wow.
reach the younger audiences with all these cut scenes and flip that and this cool whatever. And it's just
Fair
the
enough.
creative element is gone because they're trying and that but the thing is, the funny thing is that who are the people that have the money to go actually watch movies regularly? It's not a bunch
We
of
the
21.
millennials.
Yeah, it's not a bunch of 21-year-olds.
No,
Okay.
it's us the millennials.
Yeah. So they're catering to the wrong audience for the in the wrong way too, where it's like, Mo also mentioned this where it's like stuff gets passed down. Star Wars used to be a family tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, passed it down from father to son, father to son. Now you got a bunch
True.
of fathers that don't care about Star Wars anymore because it sucks. So they're not making their quote unquote you know how it is when your
They're
parents
watching
love
they're make
something?
Yeah, they make
Yeah.
you watch it
Yeah, and you just
as they
suddenly
should.
as they should. And so you have a bunch of kids that are not growing up wanting Star Wars anymore, and they're not really interested in Batman, and they're not as deeply connected to those characters anymore because it's no longer part of like the family tradition, if you will. And since there's nothing that's really being produced that people want to pass down to their kids, it's just kind of like whatever. Got to
Yeah.
make it fast, got to make it quick, make it low effort, low quality with a big name because people love celebrities and they'll
Yeah, that's
listen and
true.
watch to anything that a celebrity's in.
Fair enough.
And we're just basically, it's just constant brain rot for entertainment.
There. You said it.
It's sad. Well, and apparently studies have been done. Do you know that the average American spends about 50, if not more, 50 hours in front of a screen
Get out of here. Really?
a
That's
week?
No, that's crazy.
Whether it's entertainment or whatever, just in front of a screen, they spend about 50 or more hours on average. They spend about 2 to 5 hours on average reading and about 2 to 3 hours on average a week exercising.
That's crazy. There
Mhm.
we have the numbers. He-Man is 83. Thundercats is 85. So last year Thundercats had 40 years. So, and there it is. Tabitha is right about the dumbing down of shows because of attention spans.
Yeah.
Yep. And here, confessions of not a shopaholic, but very good point, Tabitha. I'm usually on my cell putting together a puzzle,
Mhm.
writing, or coloring while watching something. I hope you're, well, you can
Mhm.
do that now if you'd like, because this is
It
an art show.
It is one of those things where, like, those things aren't inherently wrong and everything, but it's, like, it's different from listening to an audiobook. Like, I remember growing up, we would listen to audiobooks, for a period of time, we didn't have TV as teenagers, and so, as a family, we would listen to audiobooks, and we would color, or we would do puzzles. Number 1, this was fun family time, but
Mm.
it was a way to engage the imagination, right? The whole point of TV is to be, if you look at the Latin definition and stuff like that, to be amused, which means not to think. So the whole
Mhm.
point of entertainment when it comes to screen time
Mhm.
is to not have to think. So
Mhm.
you're just supposed to be, there. I mean, we know that you can think because you can think. It's wonder to yourself, oh my gosh, is she gonna marry that man? Is he gonna propose to her? There's a difference between that, but like when you're listening to an audiobook, your imagination is engaged,
Mhm.
right? While you're working on something. Whereas TV is meant to have your eyes, it's meant to have your attention in this capacity. And so, which kind of defeats the point of, watching TV. But they also pointed out that it's so funny, it's a meme now that most people, especially in our generation,
Mhm.
we have a problem with committing to an hour-long movie, but we will more than happily watch TV shows for that period of time.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Our attention spans, even our generation who grew up without all the social media and entertainment facilities that we have now, have succumbed to a lack of attention.
That's sad.
It is. So I started intentionally limiting my screen time, especially before bed, or at least I try to. And I'm trying to intentionally redirect my attention to
Nice.
TV specifically when I'm watching it instead of being on the phone. Because when you're available all the time too, even for text messages and phone calls and stuff like that, then it'll drive you crazy and you'll never know a
Mhm.
moment's peace if everybody can access you at any point of the time of the day.
It's true.
You know.
Well, I intentionally turn off the Wi-Fi and my data from my phone when I go to sleep. I keep it on in case my parents like there's an emergency. Oh yeah, your dad's in the emergency. Um,
Yeah, of course, of course.
but after that, I turn it off and actually I save battery that way. I save the battery. So my cell phone lasts me like 2 or 3 days as opposed to a day. So
Nice.
So I am doing the second one. Now I'm actually in Maniac, Post Maniac. There's a section where there is a gentleman. This guy's Asian, and he's just sitting there. Um, they have photos of him, the model, and you can see the real deal. You
What
see all
kinda
like
Asian is he?
let me see.
I didn't think you would respond to
Um
that. Sorry, Maria.
by his face shape, he can either be Japanese, Chinese, Korean, or Filipino. Maybe Indonesian, but
So he's just, all of them.
yeah, there
Okay,
you go.
gotcha. Oh, no, my pencil's dying. Hang on.
Oh, you see, my pencil's not dying.
It can die after so long. After you use it for a long time, it does die.
It's true.
The thing is you can't recharge your pencil.
No, but I get to get new ones. And they smell
Okay, I will
good.
say, I will confess, there is a sense of magic and fulfillment
Yeah.
when you use up a whole pencil.
Oh, and
There is this joy that comes. I don't know, it feels like an accomplishment to get to the point where you no longer can use your pencil. I think there must be some kind of bond that forms between the creator and the
you
tool, you
yes,
know?
it's true.
I never get to have that with my Apple Pencil, unless I replace the nib, which I need to do. I ordered some new tips because I didn't realize that they wear out.
Oh yeah,
Which
listen.
I will say feels like an achievement, Maria. Despite
Wow.
what you might think, I draw so much that I need to replace the tip of my pencil.
That is I'm so proud.
Thank you. I wonder how many hours I needed to calculate how many hours of drawing I did last year. I didn't calculate the tangible mediums that I did, but I mean it typically takes me about 6 or 7 hours to do one chibi.
Okay.
And since I've been growing outside of that to include backgrounds and things like that, it can take me 14 hours
Wow.
for one picture. So I need to
Okay.
look into that. I probably spent several hundred hours last year creating. So get off my case, Maria.
All right. I will let you off for a while.
Right. Okay. All right. I got to prove my worth all over again in
Oh yeah,
2026. Yeah, gotta start
Absolutely.
over.
You start over.
Refresh. Start over. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. So I can see the muscle area here.
Those look so good.
And but I mean, I'm still referencing, but this is from live, and then I have a good feel of how the muscles react and they're supposed to look,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to what I did before, right? So I guess I do like my realistic stuff. More of a anime Marvel style than changing it up to, I don't know, unrealistic things. But then you that's where you go kind of, well, here's a fun anecdote that I told my family. So yesterday, a couple of my students, because I teach art class, a couple of my students came in.
Excuse me.
They're about 8 years old. So
No, what a
yeah.
great age.
So
Sort
they
of.
thought they were being funny. They thought they were being funny. And so they brought me a sketch on a piece of big paper, one of these squared papers, and it was just like ours. It was all
Mhm.
like circles, like big circles and circles and circles, like big drawings, right? So
Mhm.
they were kind of like this,
Okay.
right? And I think she did this, like this, and then she had this, like that. Okay. So the whole drawing was like that. It wasn't proportionate, but it was very good, right?
Mhm.
But it was all draft lines. So they came here with the smirk on their face, thinking that they were funny. And it's like, oh, look, miss, look what we did, or look what I did. And they were looking at each other, and they didn't expect me to take it seriously. And I'm like, you know what? This is really good. And they're like, what? It's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, so now what you're gonna do is, like, I'm assuming that this is the knee. So I suggest that you put the knee a little bit smaller here so that you kind of go up here, and this is gonna be your leg, right? And they're looking at each other. I was like, okay. And then now go up here and make this up here. So you connect the two lines. And then I suggest that you erase like the draft lines. Do this for the entire thing. See what you can make out of it. And by then they were so interested. They're like, "Oh, really?" Like,
Mhm.
yeah, 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 because this is actually pretty good. And then once you have the general shape, you go in, you erase all those draft lines in the middle, so you have the form of the monster that you're doing. Because they said, "Oh, monster." It's like, okay, they're
Right.
doing a monster. So they didn't think that I would take their drawing seriously. Um, and I'm like, and then you can go wild on like the details. They're like, you can go wild. I'm like, yeah, it's like you can create anything out of this. And they look at each other. Oh, but Miss, can we have an art challenge paper today? Because
And suddenly they're all invested like, "Oh,
they're all
wait."
in, yes. Well, I motivate these classes by having a monthly art challenge.
Nice.
So, the first one started off with a blast, which was the Inchy challenge. So they had to create a drawing with a paper that was a 2 inch by 2 inch. It's technically 1 inch, but 1 inch is too small. So
Mhm.
I did it 2 inches. So they had to create that. I specifically bought the paper, so I invested my money, and then I
Oh.
cut it up. So it took more of my time, and then I had a whole bunch of papers, and they just kept coming and coming and coming and coming, and I littered one of the boards with all of the Inchy challenges. Amazing stuff.
Nice.
And then, well, October was Inktober.
Mhm.
Not as successful, but still good participation. November was Huvember. Not a lot of
Oh.
participation, but there was a lot of there. Everybody was kind of getting tired because it is November.
Yeah, kids
Um,
just wanna get out of school and do their stuff.
yeah, And then December was Doodle December. We had a couple things there. So, and that extended to January. And then now they have Fairy February.
Fairy February.
So it's all fairies, which is why I had my fairy
I saw
up
that.
there. So I open up the art challenge with usually, or I try to with my own things so that they can get inspired. Because usually, I mainly work with kids.
Mhm.
So usually with kids, if they see something, they get super excited and then they want to do it.
Yeah.
So so they're using black paper, which is even cooler, right?
Of course.
So,
Because it's so different, you know? It's so
exactly.
edgy.
So so I had a couple of them today saying 3 of them. Can we have a doodle, like can we have a fairy February paper? So
That's nice. It's nice that they're asking, you know.
they're engaged. So anything that makes them want to draw
Yes.
is welcome.
It's A-okay in your book.
Oh yeah. It's like doesn't matter what you want to do, how you want to do it, what mediums you want to do it with. You want to do it, go ahead. I am backing up 100%.
I am on the struggle bus back here.
Really? What have you done?
Maria. Okay. All right. We're artists. We're adults. Okay.
No, we're not.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just not going to say what I was going to say.
Okay. What happened?
Okay. Something. All right. Pro tip for those people that are out there and you're drawing people, specifically males.
Like I am right now. Yeah.
And they're wielding certain kind of weapons. Placement is key.
Fair enough.
I was drawing and I was doing really well until I looked at the man, and I will say the internet's probably ruined me, but given that I work on the internet, I have to be self-aware. And I looked at my character and I'm like, looks phallic.
Wow.
So as cool as the pose and everything was, as like I have to switch things up, which means I have to erase and redraw a lot of things because I don't want that kind of.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Something's going on. Okay. I'm wondering if the chat can still hear me and see me. I think something's wrong. We had a little bit of a technical issue before the stream. Oh, it happens? Uh-oh. Okay, so it's not me. Okay, you can hear me. Cool. So it means that it's Tabitha. Oh no. Okay, so we'll just wait for her to come back. Because she will come back. She'll be back. And it's a good thing that you can hear. Oh, I have to buy myself a cable for my mic, my super mic. My cable broke yesterday. Tabitha is frozen in carbonite. There she is. She's back.
The internet.
She's back.
Pro tip, apparently. Apparently, as much as I try to censor what I say, it was just too graphic what I was talking about. Apparently, I don't know. Dank Ferrick, man, what is the deal with this? My goodness. Okay. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, you gotta be aware of the stuff. I hate it, but it is what it is. Some people are gonna see whatever they want to see. You know,
it's true. Tabitha is frozen in carbonite.
I was frozen. Yeah, you can't help what perverts are gonna see, but I don't have to give them
fair enough
something to think about.
Now, there is one thing that from the previous discussion that we were talking about movies and things like that, I am actually not somewhat excited, but I am very curious about the movie Mortal Kombat that's coming out.
Oh, yes, you are a fan.
Yes, I am a big fan.
You might be what they call a fan.
Maybe not. So I am, I can't say that I'm excited,
Okay.
because it will never replace the 1995 version of Mortal Kombat, which is the
Mm,
best version ever. Um, but this one is the continuation of the previous one, which I didn't find bad. I gave it
okay.
a 6.5 out of 10. It's not a great movie.
Okay.
My issue was that the movie centered around before the tournament, and um, they were killing off the characters before the tournament started, and I'm like, no, the tournament has to start, and that's when they kill people.
Like, that's the whole point of the tournament, yeah.
That's the whole point of the tournament. It's Mortal Kombat. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm gonna get to your question in just a second, the real Steven TV, and but what I found really interesting was the creative choice that they got for oh, what's his face, Johnny Cage.
Carl Urban?
Yes. So
Mhm.
at the beginning, when they said Carl Urban, I looked him up because I didn't remember who he was, and
You
then I
don't remember AOR?
no.
Lord of the Rings?
Yes, but yeah, Aylmer. Okay.
Éomer.
Oh, he's Aylmer. Gosh, he. It's been 20 years, hasn't it? 25 years. It's true. Now I see it. Now I cannot unsee it. I
That's where he
cannot
got his major
unsee it.
breakthrough. That's where he got his big
Oh,
start. Lord of the Rings.
oh.
Maria! Oh
I,
my
I
gosh.
love Aylmer, but I never,
You didn't
like, I
realize?
didn't realize.
Wow.
Now I
Wow.
cannot unsee it. Okay, fine. So Aylmer, no, sorry, Carl.
Same thing, same person. What are you talking about?
Okay, so when I okay, so I know him as Aylmer, but I never knew his real name. So I looked him
Oh,
up, and when I saw the trailer, I'm like, why are they hiring an old dude?
I
Like,
guess, yeah,
so
25 years
old. He's
changes a
like
person.
he's so old. What's going on? You know?
Mhm.
Johnny Cage is supposed to be a young athlete, right?
Okay. I don't really know much about Mortal Kombat, so you
Oh,
gotta
I know. I do know.
teach me
So
your ways. Yeah, yeah.
so listen up, Cutter1.
Okay.
And
I
so
am your grasshopper.
okay, sure.
You've never heard that before? Alright, alright.
It's okay.
You haven't heard a lot of things apparently, so it's alright.
Well, have you heard of Art Attack?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
ADC Art Attack?
No.
Oh.
Art Attack is with Neil Buchanan. It
Oh,
is
I thought you
the art show
oh, I thought you were talking
in the
about
90s.
the artist on YouTube, ADC Art Attack.
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Alright.
so it was just the art show.
Okay.
The fact, well, what I was going with this was that so Johnny Cage, they put him as an old person, right? A person that not is
Carl
not in.
Urban's like 50, 48 or something, an old person.
Well, he looks like 60 in this one.
Sorry.
He genuinely does. So and then he says his line is like, hey kid, you want like autographs? Because he is an actor. Supposedly he is an actor.
Okay.
Do you want like, and do you want that's a thing back in the 90s. And I was thinking, okay, that's interesting. So they are actually dating him as a previous actor from the 90s, and that's the pictures that you get, like the posters that you see. But in reality, what they've done is a creative choice. Presented him as um, one of these actors that has lost everything because he's no longer young, or as
Ah,
physically this,
fit.
right,
Yeah.
physically fit as the other ones. So I thought, wow, I actually like that take. That's a
Mhm.
creative decision that I really liked, and I'm excited to see it because Johnny Cage. So Johnny Cage was like full of himself.
Mhm.
That's the whole point. He's Hollywood. He's a martial artist. He makes all these movies. So he's so full of himself. But now you present him as, a worn out
Desperate.
actor that is like, yeah, kid, that's something of like the 90s. It's like where I have moved on or nobody's interested. So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, this is something that I want to see, and they place it within finally the tournament. So the tournament actually starts.
Maybe I
So
need to watch the first one, although it's supposed to be pretty gory, is it not?
it's very gory. So it is
Okay.
based on very much like the video game. The video game is extremely gory. Um,
Yeah, I remember my brother
so
would play, like, one of the newer ones, and one of the, like, bonus moves, somebody reached in and grabbed somebody's spine and, like, pulled it
ripped it out.
out.
Yes, yep, I remember that. So it is very great. The first 10 minutes of the movie are for me the best because it gives
Okay.
you, and this is no spoiler alert. It gives you the backstory of how Scorpion became Scorpion. So, who's my favorite Mortal Kombat character? I would have to say, I really like Scorpion.
That's my
I
brother's
lo-
favorite.
my favorite is Scorpion.
Between that
He
and, like, Sub-Zero seems to be the
Yes, both.
fan
Yeah,
favorites.
both of them are really good. Even though Reptile is in there, but I really like those two. Those are my two favorites. So, and Larry says, I think Tabitha would have a heart attack if she got exposed to Mortal Kombat games. Just
I mean, it's
teasing.
not like I've not seen them before. It's just, it's intense,
Yeah, so Maria's right. There's dirt on the ground that looks younger than Corbin. Wow.
What a take.
Wow.
I love the way you worded that. What a take. There's dirt on the ground that looks younger than Carl.
They made him look
Man,
really
let me
old.
look him back up. It's maybe I'm just blinded by, I don't know,
You see? So everybody,
Carl
what do you guys, who's your
Urban.
favorite Mortal Kombat out there? I am thinking of doing again. I have on my list to do a Scorpion sketch card, a Sub-Zero sketch card for the new movie that's coming out. Hopefully
Uh,
soon because it was technically going to come out last year, but
okay, you're right. Wow, okay. I've only seen the commercial once. So, yeah, you're right. He looking a little older. we got some we got some crow's feet and some sag going on down here,
I'm telling
and
you,
yeah,
I'm
okay,
telling you.
okay.
Oh,
Interesting choice, though. Well, see, but these are creative choices that can make sense the way that Maria described it. If that's the case, like he's a washed-up actor who needs to prove himself or whatever, like that makes sense. Like that
mm-hmm,
could work. It's not exactly true to lore from what
mm-hmm,
you've been telling me,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but it could make sense.
Yep,
Creative liberty, you know?
creative liberty. And Real Steven TV says Scorpion Sub-Zero. Yeah, those are the two favorites. I mean, you have Liu Kang. In the movies, I like Liu Kang. Um Kung Lao. Kung Lao, I like Kung Lao. Um but yeah, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are my two favorites. An art question for you ladies. Okay, put on your thinking caps. Is tracing a good way to train my hands for drawing?
Yes.
Indeed. You remember how I did my two Street Fighter things? I traced half of it, but
Tracing is a yeah. Oh, sorry, Marie.
it's just no. Go ahead.
Tracing is a great way to start because we all need to practice in some
Mhm.
capacity
Yeah.
to just kind of understand how weird and stupid our hands are when you try to draw them. Like when we see them out in the real in the out in the wild, we don't care. But all of a sudden, when you have to draw this makes no sense. You're like,
Especially how you're doing it.
am I drawing a spider? Am I drawing an alien? Like, what is this? To try to figure out how to make your hand look like this. Let me take this. Looks weird, but to do something like this is very difficult because you've got a little bit of foreshortening going on. You're hiding some of the elements. It's rough. Or if you're doing something where it kind of hides one of the other fingers, your brain will automatically fill in the gap. You guys know I have 5 fingers. But if you're
Mhm.
doing a pose that's like this,
Mhm.
it throws you off because
Mhm.
you're like, how am I supposed to fit the 4th or the 5th finger in there?
Yeah.
One reason you might notice that my stylized choice of chibis is 4 fingers. But
That's not the point. That's not the point, okay?
but exactly. I kind of just went with that. Like I've done 5-fingered chibis before, but I do kind of like the look of the 4 fingers. But one of the things to learn is just basic shapes. Hands are really difficult to learn how to draw. And so what makes it easy is if you break down the shapes.
Mhm.
Um, Maria, may I have the floor for a
Of
second?
course.
Okay. All right. Let me get a
So,
mark. I
let
mean, you
me
can just leave me right here. It's fine. I'm just saying. I'm gonna take for the chat. I'm taking the Sharpie. So one way to help out, don't use a Sharpie. I'm just using this so you can clearly see it. The way that our hands are shaped,
by the way, Sharpies are toxic.
like this. This is a general shape of our hand, right? And then you have your lines. So there's a lot of artists that do this, by the way, to help them know how to draw. Like they'll just do it on the top of their hand. And so you
Mhm.
use your own hand as a reference. When you do it like this, suddenly it makes a lot more sense. When I draw my chibis, I always start off with this like pinched box is what I call it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so when you do that and you can use it any way you want to, suddenly you're like, "Oh, I can do this. I can understand how the foundations are." Um, and then you stylize the fingertips. I was telling was it I think it was Maria where like if you pay
Mhm.
attention to like the illustrator
Mm.
Lemony Snicket, he'll
Mm.
do very long, pointy tipped
Yes, I
fingers.
remember this. Yes.
There's some people that do more boxy fingers. I kind of go in between personally.
Mm.
Sometimes it just depends. Some people like really rounded, short, stubby fingers. It's all part of the creative process. But Larry, if you start out with doing your hands with this box shape and then just you could just use the lines as eventually you'll learn where like the joints and stuff like that are.
Mm.
Trust your instincts, observation instincts. You've been seeing hands your whole life. You'll start figuring things out. Don't overcomplicate it, but start off with this little pinched box. If you're doing this, you're doing that, whatever. Even it works for the backside of the hand as well. But I don't know. This is what has helped me with drawing hand. Whenever I draw trees, I always start off with this box shape.
Mhm.
So now I have
Good
to wash my
stuff.
hands.
Good stuff. I didn't want to. Interrupt or anything.
No, add
I
to it, please.
I think also what Larry was meaning was to train my hands for drawing, as in like um to train his hands to draw things. If tracing, for example, if I wanted to trace this character right here, I would put a piece of paper and then train my hands.
Oh.
But what you make is also a good point. And disclaimer, Larry, hands are the bane of all artists. Hands are the
Pretty
bane of
much.
all artists. So
There are a few irregular ones that love the challenge. These are
yeah,
psychotic weirdos.
they
Don't
are.
listen don't listen to
Don't
these
listen to
people.
them.
Don't make
Do
friends
not
with these
listen. No.
people.
So your take makes sense, Tabitha. I used to watch Ink Master, and contestants got absolutely destroyed by the judges because the way they
Mhm.
drew hands, and some of them got sent home. Right.
Sorry for misunderstanding your question, Larry. The other thing is too, like adding on to what Maria was saying though as well, tracing is let me read the tracing a good way to train my hands for drawing. That's kind of a twofold question because what people don't realize when it comes to drawing, I'm sure
Mm.
Maria can attest to this,
Oh yeah.
is that it's exercise. It's not really about the tracing. You have to build up two different kinds of muscles. You have to build up the muscle memory, but you have to build up the muscle capacity in your hands, your forearms, your shoulders, your back to
Yep.
be able to draw for long periods of times. This is why people get frustrated too on their art journey, I believe, is because they're just like they start drawing and they get tired and it doesn't quite look the way they want to, but they don't realize how physically exhausting it actually is when you sit down to really draw a piece. So
Hmm.
it's not only physically exhausting and
Demanding.
frustrating and demanding, but also mental because if you don't take enough breaks and if you don't understand what you're doing,
Hmm.
then yeah, it's a whole thing. My personal thing is like, getting yourself trained for drawing, really it like it's just about drawing. Right? It depends on what you're trying to draw. If tracing will help you learn, you know, how to draw people, draw trees, but just drawing and comprehending what you're drawing.
Hmm.
Right? You could trace for days and it's a great trace, but you don't comprehend what you're tracing. I mean, you will understand like you're tracing an arm. Do you comprehend why the arm is shaped that way? Do you comprehend why the hand is shaped that way? Do you comprehend why the trunk of a tree is shaped the way that it is? That is a key component to learning how to draw is why am I drawing it this way? Why is our body shaped this way? And I don't mean like in the grand scheme of why did God make us all that? No, no, no. It's just why when I'm drawing a head, why does my picture not look like a real person's head? It's because you don't comprehend yet
Hmm.
what it takes to make a head.
Just true.
So tracing is a great way to start, just to kind of understand some stuff, but it's not until you break away, Maria, that you fully start really comprehending what you lack
Yeah.
in understanding and experience. And then when you can break away from copying and tracing, then all of a sudden you really truly figure out what you do and do not know. Maria knows a lot, but she told us, she was scared. She was so scared to break away from
Mm.
what she's been doing. But look at the amazing processes you've made, Maria.
Now this is from a live pose right
She's like,
here.
I don't care. I'm not acknowledging that I've come a long way. She's like, I'm too humble to admit that I have
This
done
is
a
this
great
is
job.
this is AI. This is a okay. I like this one here.
AI.
This is a real pose. This is from a real model that I am drawing. Um, and you can kind of see. Oh, so just a quick thing here. It's like, oh, turning in. Good night, everybody. Good night, Dunadan. By the way, your I still have in my thoughts and prayers that intention that you and I both know of. So
A mystery.
a mystery. And Lieutenant Gerantina is here. Hello there.
Hello.
Great of you to drop in. We have 10 people in the YouTube channel viewing.
Nice.
Great. This is so great.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. So, and Larry says, no, I appreciate what you said. I still learned something.
Oh, we're all learning stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't alone. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to draw a sword so that it doesn't resemble things. So
That's good.
it's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can find him in another position. This is my. Oh, he's bending down. Okay. But I want him in. Ah, this is good. So he is kotoing, and his arm, I can see the muscles there. This guy's buff.
What is kotoing? What is this fancy word? I don't know.
Kotoing is when you get on your knees and you put your head on the floor.
Oh, like a bowing prayer.
Yes.
Something. Okay, this is called
kotoing.
Kotoing.
It's KOWTOW. Koto.
Oh. You know, Maria, maybe we did last year drawing tutorials for dragons.
I
Maybe we
remember.
should do another thing. Maybe this summer figure out something that we can teach folks how to draw. People seem
That
to
is
enjoy it.
true. I do remember because I have it here.
Ah, there it is. See, look at that. I taught Maria how to draw that.
Oh, look at that.
I
Oh, look.
loved the way that these characters see, this has artistic style to it, Maria. Look at that.
I showed you my sausages
It
with
was
my
so good. You
wings.
showed me the sausages. That's right. I don't have my sketchbook with me on hand to show
That's
you what I
terrible.
learned from Maria.
It's terrible.
But maybe we should do that, Maria.
We should.
Good.
Now in the summertime, I have a little bit more free time.
My one of my subscribers reminded me a couple of months ago that you never completed our tutorial.
It's true. It was a 4 thing tutorial.
It was meant to be a 4, but
Yes.
you turned it into a 3.
Well, it was already good 3. So I was like thinking like,
Right.
why do I have
Magic
to?
number. Yes.
Exactly.
Don't break it if it ain't fit. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what the people thought. That's all.
Just true. Just true. Oh, I haven't finished. All right. So I can totally see the muscles here. For those of you who want to see what I'm looking at, you can go to Pose Maniac. It's posemaniacs.com, and there you're going to find a Asian gentleman model, not digital, real people, and he's very athletic. He's not buff. He's very athletic, because buff is like
Beefy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like bodybuilder, like Shauna, like Boromir. That I knew it. I knew it.
Speaking my language.
Tabitha, control yourself.
To be fair, we don't really know what Boromir looked like because he had all that armor on. But guaranteed he had to have been thick because you can't carry around 60 pounds of armor and shields and not be sporting some muscles. So
Tabitha, control yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm fine. It's okay. Whew. Okay.
So this guy here is definitely a martial artist. And I love me some martial artists.
Is that because he's Asian? Why are you stereotyping?
Well, yes. Basically. And there's no shame in this.
No, there's no shame in stereotyping. It's there for a reason. I don't know why people get so upset at certain stereotypes. I would love it if the stereotype of my people was that we were all ninjas. Like, I think that'd be great.
Oh, you reminded me. You reminded me. I have this series that I have to watch. 2 series that I have been recommended.
Okay.
One is called House of Ninjas. It's on Netflix. And it's the story of a family of that are ninjas in modern day era. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am big in like Asian lore, as in ninjas, samurais. Big fan. Big fan of Chinese dramas. I love them. So I get to see like the choreography of like real kung fu, right? And I love, for example, the old Jackie Chan movies where the Chinese ones where he would show off like his kung fu styles. Bruce Lee, forget it, master. Jet Li, I would kowtow down to him as like, master. I am not worthy.
We are worms.
So so there's this one. So ninjas were paid assassins back in the day. So this is called no, it's a live action. It's a live action series. Real Steven TV says, is it an anime? It's a live action on Netflix called House of Ninjas. I've been told it is great. And then the second one is called The Last Samurai Standing. And these are all Japanese productions. These are not this is not Hollywood. So that's even better, because Japanese productions are amazing stuff, just like amazing.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I have it saved on Netflix. There you go. Oh, and by the way, Real Statement TV says we need more tutorials from the TV.
That's what I'm saying.
I have that one saved too. Good, because I want to watch first The Last Samurai Standing, and then I'm gonna watch House of Ninjas. I'm just kind of waiting for the time where I can like somewhat binge watch them, because it's like I have so many things that I just need some time. I don't want to ruin the experience. So
It's very smart of you, Master.
I know. You can
I
all
just
thank me later.
see that He-Man has an alternative costume here that's a pink leotard. What's that all about?
So when he's Prince Adam, and he doesn't have the power of Grayskull, he isn't as buff as he is when he's He-Man.
Well, he looks buff. He's just not as naked.
Yes,
really what it comes
and
down
that's
to.
when he's Prince Adam.
Okay.
And then
is it kind of like a Superman situation?
No.
Okay.
Everybody knows. I think everyone knows he's He-Man. I think it is, at least.
Okay.
I don't remember. And then, funny enough, the tiger.
Yes.
Which I forgot the name of, because that's what happens to me when you start to get old.
That's what happens when you work with kids.
Yeah, it's like it's true.
You age exponentially.
It's so true. It's so sad. Oh, not everyone knows he's He-Man. Okay, yes. So I guess it was.
You lie.
I'm sorry.
You lied to me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay, not everyone knows he's He-Man. It's true. So it is a Superman thingy. Superman vibe. And so the tiger actually is a scaredy cat. Battle cat. Yes, battle cat. He's actually scared. He's a coward.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a coward until He-Man asks for the power of Grayskull.
Okay. And he has to ask for it.
Well, yeah. No, I have the power. It's like I invoke the power of Grayskull. Well, something like that.
I didn't. So the castle contains the power with which he needs to become He-Man.
That's a lore that I don't know.
Wow.
I don't remember.
Wow.
Maria. Cringer. But when he's not Battle Cat, his name is Cringer. Okay, there he is. Cringer. There it is. So the chat is answering for me. Thank you, guys. So Battle Cat is when he's in superhero form. Cringer is when he's not in superhero form. Okay. And Larry says, yes, Grayskull has the power.
Okay. Fascinating.
And then seriously, I'll have to check it out. I've seen The Last Samurai Standing. It's really good. Oh, see? It's 6 episodes. That's the best part.
That's it. Success. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. So The Last Samurai Standing, before we move on to the next topic. Well, we kind of move on.
We had a... Okay.
The Last Samurai Standing is the story of, again, samurais have been banned. They can't wear their swords, which was a big issue for samurais. It was like their soul. Mm-hmm. But the New Republic or the new government has banned these. And this samurai, who's out of a job, no money, has a sister. If I'm not mistaken, it's a sister, or at least a sibling, who is sick and needs money. And then there's this big tournament for samurais that has the big money prize. Mm-hmm. But obviously, it's kind of like Mortal Kombat. It's like the last man standing gets the prize, mm-hmm. kind of like that. So, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna go in there to save my. Let's put it like his little sister. It's like I'm gonna be there for my little sister, kind of like that.
I think I figured things out. I'm happy with where this is going.
Nice.
Much better than my I'm gonna have to show you the eventually I'll show you what the other possible He-Man that I started drawing looked like. I'm so glad I changed my mind. It's not terrible, but it's weird. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. This is kind of weird here.
Yep, yep.
How is the muscle going? The muscles. Ah. I can
Can you
see
name the muscles, the deltoids and all that?
Well, I know these are the biceps and these are the triceps.
What about the dorsal muscle?
I don't know. It's somewhere in there. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a doctor. Oh no. That will be forever. Sorry. Sorry, girl. The internet's forever. Okay. Well, anyway. I'm going to finish this one here. And then that.
And then she's kicking me out.
I'm going to call it. I have to call it a night. Because guess what?
Night.
It's a school night.
It's
a work night.
No, this is work. Call in sick. Say you worked real hard the night before. And you have achy shoulders now.
Oh, my physiotherapist scolded me the other day.
Oh.
He's like, "What are you doing?"
Nothing.
Like,
drawing.
Why? What have you changed? I know you changed jobs. Now, what have you done? And I'm like, why are you asking? Because you're so tight here.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so tight on your right side now and not your left side? It's like, oh, because I write with my right.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
You should have told him you started making humans.
It's true.
And it's very laborious work.
It is true.
Yeah, you started making humans and whole worlds. You started building trees, constructing trees.
I don't like this, but it's okay.
It kind of looks like he has a tattoo of a something on his arm.
I know.
TBH.
But this is the thing.
Constructorism you did not ask for. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Yeah, it's not coming together.
Sometimes it's like the faintest line. I have figured that out too, especially if you're going realistic. Sometimes it's not a harsh line, it's just a tiny little squiggle or the faintest line, like I said, or thing, and it'll get the job done.
There's something wrong with this.
Something wrong here.
Houston, we have a problem.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay. This is my journey. This is what it's supposed to do. This is supposed to be looking like. And this is day 5 of my sketching of arms. We did the AI one, which looks a little bit better. But then again, it did show me all like the muscles.
Why are you saying AI? Like actual intelligence?
Oh, well, because it's computer generated.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful trusting the AI generations.
I think it's a AI generated model, like a 3D model of the pose of, and you can see the muscles.
They don't always be getting the
and this one here, this one here is the live model. There, live model. So I have the skin over the muscles that I haven't figured out. So I guess I have to go back to muscles to again understand where they are and in the positions, so that when I see the skin over the muscles on a real life character or a real life model, then I can try to draw it a little bit better. So yeah,
here.
And then I found this. I don't know if you have this in the States, but we have like some people put up little libraries or like little boxes, free libraries.
Yeah, I have one in my neighborhood.
There. So I got this. I found this, and it's addressed to Daniel. Hi, mommy and daddy. I hope you like. So I guess Daniel got tired.
What a loser.
I know. Daniel, what happened? Daniel. So it just kind of gives you like the superhero.
We had high hopes for Daniel.
But this is obviously digital. They did this in digital because as you can see, they drew over it. So we can have the all these things. Anyway, tell people what's going on with your laugh.
It's kind of personal.
Well, not that life, like your internet life, like as in like your streaming life.
No, my streaming life. Well, yes. For those that don't know, I'm Dreaming Tabitha, an artist here on YouTube, and I go live every not Sunday, Monday and Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have the Brush Hour segment where we draw all kinds of cool, fun things
You draw.
for the most part.
You
Oh, yeah.
actually draw.
We do. Even if it's minimal, we have amazing
Okay.
conversations and we do end up drawing at least something. It might not
Okay.
be a lot of things, but
Okay.
there will be drawing had. And we have a lot of great conversations and the whatnots. And I do gaming on Kick and on my YouTube channel as well, Dreaming Tabitha Gaming. And then there's Dreaming Tabitha Live where I do my artwork and we're making Canadian bear creatures. I was proud of myself. I drew a whole bunch of little owls today that are part of the upcoming book. And that I stole the name he gave me was Hootley.
Oh,
Little
that's so
Hootley.
cute.
So
That's
cute.
so cute.
So that's what I'm doing. And then I believe Monday. No, I'm not gaming on Monday. Sevvy's got something going on. Next Wednesday, I'll be on somebody's channel. I don't know who it is. I'll be with the real Carrie Smith and deprogrammed Carrie Smith and Michelle from the Force of Light Entertainment. And we'll be talking Bible stuff.
Oh, nice. Excellent. And as you know, my hands, at least you know me, I am Maria, and those are the hands that you see on this live.
I want to fit in.
There you go. Oh, perfect. So we have the hands. This is the hands show. Hands on, you know. So yes, I am also an artist, and I do my live streamings on Thursdays mainly, unless I have something programmed, and then I do occasional gaming. I'm no gamer, but I do like to do some stuff. I have been doing some Hollow Knight. That was a lot of fun yesterday.
Those characters are so cute.
I know, isn't it?
So cute.
It was so adorable, and I really like. It's a game that I can actually play because I suck at gaming so much. It's just I press the wrong buttons. Okay, I press the wrong buttons, and so instead of jumping, I splash or I do some sort of charm or spell, and then I deplete it, and then I die. I die a lot.
It happens to the best of us. It really does.
So the art channel is always like the art stuff is always try to do it on Thursdays and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time ish. Gaming is kind of random. So if you want to see me gaming, hit that subscribe button. Go follow me over on the Kick channel. It's underneath in the description below. All the links are there. Tabitha Twix is under there too, so you can go check her out there. She's always up into commissions, and so am I. And so yeah, I'll check you guys out on Saturday, either art or gaming, and go check out tomorrow. Tomorrow, Smooth, Sevy, Moss, and Nomi are going to be doing a fundraiser for MegaCon over on their own channels. They're all doing it on their channels, so that's kind of fun. So check you guys out. Check that out. Go help them go to MegaCon and have some fun, and make them stream so that I can pitch myself into the photo somehow. Anyway, thank you so much for dropping in, for stopping by, for staying on the entire time. I do not have an outro because StreamYard has taken away all my outros, so I just ended here. Peace out, everybody.